So you're known as the attitude doctor, and you've given hundreds of talks on healthy thinking, and you've written a couple of books on healthy thinking. So I was just wondering how the philosophy and practice of healthy thinking came about.
Sure, yeah. So my name's Dr. Tom Mulholland, and I'm an emergency department doctor and former orthopedic registrar like yourself. Sort of many moons ago, feel like a Star Wars thing, in a galaxy a long time ago. But yeah, I started an internet company called Dr. Global, which could do online consultations and raise $3 million of venture capital. And then basically, I was on the board of trustees of the school and, the district health board and doing all these things. But then my marriage fell apart and my wife left me. So I had two little kids. We had shared care, but then I got really miserable. And then I was supposed to be doing a week of nights at Taranaki Base Hospital, and I just didn't feel safe, hadn't been sleeping, and I wasn't very healthy in my head. And I remember one night, it was about 2 in the morning, a drunk person came in or intoxicated, and I just didn't feel much compassion, and thought, oh well, I remember the nurse saying, oh, they're just drunk, and not get a CT scan. In those days, you had to wake people up to do a scan. But anyway, I remember thinking, oh yeah, they're just a drunk. And then I thought, oh, that's not right. That's not why I did medicine. So I figured out my brain wasn't working properly. And you're alone in the hospital, not alone, but you're the only doctor there, and you got all these car crashes and sick babies, and unless your brain's really working properly. So I had to sort of fess up and say, look, I'm struggling, and this was 2000. So this is 20 years ago, and it wasn't really a thing, and had to go to the medical council and ended up taking like 3 months off and got depressed, got put on medication. Felt suicidal, felt like I was a failure, and lost control of my company, lost my family, and then I got to the end of the line and thought, well, I'm better off just taking my own life. And then I thought, I can't do that to my kids, because when I was at med school, I did a study on suicide and went through every suicide in Canterbury in 10 years from 1977 to 1987, and found a whole lot of why people were taking their own life. And I remember one kid I interviewed saying, look, Dad, when he took his own life, he didn't take his pain away, he just gave it to us. So I didn't want to give it to my kids, so I went down to the Medical Assurance Society and said, I'd find someone to fix me. I tried pretty much everything you could try, some things better than others, but that's when I discovered what's called CBT, or cognitive behavioral therapy. And it was just the way I was looking at it, my attitude that was wrong. And I thought, this is the year 2000, so if this is this hard for me, imagine how hard it is for everybody else, because I've got a first class honours degree in molecular genetics. I've been an orthopedic registrar, should be able to fix things. I can fix broken bones, why can't I fix my head? And then wrote a book, and it ended up in 12 languages, TV show, radio show, and the last 20 years been going around the planet teaching healthy thinking, really.